What's up YouTube? I'm Zero Zeus and welcome back to another Boruto video. So this is going to be my Boruto episode 127 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And let's get right into the video. Um, this episode right here was exactly what you expected it to be. Um, it was a really big Jiraiya influence, and they started to get a little bit deeper into the lore of Naruto in Boruto, which I like. I really like that. Even though it wasn't a lot going on, but it was good that they were getting to find out about the past and such and such. But we're gonna start off like this, right? Um, Basically, Boruto he embarks on his another. He still wants to get trained by Sasuke. That's another cool thing too. They didn't just like push that off to the side and act like it wasn't gonna happen anymore. He's still trying to pursue his teacher and learn from kind of like Naruto and Jiraiya, which is like it's really cool the way the contrast between the two. And I'm gonna get to another thing too, which I like what Sasuke said about their relationship compared to Naruto and Jiraiya, which was a really cool thing to say. But anyway, um, so basically, Hinata is talking to Boruto, and they're just like having like a casual meal and stuff, and they start to talk about Naruto and Sasuke, and it's like this picture they mentioned, and he was like wondering why Sasuke wasn't there. It's funny because they keep hinting at like the past, right? They keep hinting like, eventually Sasuke is gonna have to come out and tell them he wasn't really lost. It's crazy because they were just like, oh well, Sasuke just was a little bit late for the picture. Is basically how they played it off. Um, so anyway, they started to talk about Jiraiya and how much of an influence he was on Naruto and how much he taught him and how important of a father figure Jiraiya was to Naruto, and that was really cool too, because Jiraiya he deserves that respect. He died like an OG. He deserves that respect, man. He paved the way for these guys right here, and that's like really cool to see that they're just touching on that, right? Um, and so you have Boruto. He goes to Sarada's house, right? And Sarada's talking to Sakura, and Sakura's making like this special meal for Sasuke because he's never at home and stuff like that. And she's basically just trying to whip something up for him, right? And so Boruto starts to explain to Sarada what he has on his mind, like, oh, you probably don't know about Jiraiya and stuff like that. And he's basically they come up with the idea of the Makeout Tactics book, right? And I don't understand how they didn't understand. Like the name, it's in the name. You could clearly tell what it's about. Um, and Boruto is just under the impression that I think he said it's supposed to be like a guide to being successful in life or being successful at what you want to be or something like that. He was saying, oh, like this guy is crazy, right? Um, so basically, they embark on this mission trying to look and find the book, and at every little twist and turn, they just get stopped in their tracks, right? Like, I want to say the first person that they ran across, like in regards to the book, was Choji. I want to say they see Choji and Chocho, and or Sarada sees Choji and Chocho, something like that. And basically, she catches wind of the book, and every time they mention the makeout tactics, you could just see how all the adults look, right? They freeze up, and the cheeks start to get red, and it's stuff that's not for kids, right? And so they have to tell them, but they can't really tell them, like, oh, well, this is not for you guys. You're not old enough. So every time they get so close to getting the book, they get a smack on the wrist. I think they ran across Choji, they ran across Shino and Kiba, right? And Kiba is so funny. Kiba is so funny because the fact that he would tell those young kids that he gave up being Hokage because Naruto wanted to be it so bad. He's a really nice person, isn't he? It was just so funny how he told him that. Basically, they were asking Shino and Kiba, do they know Jiraiya? And they're like, yeah, they know him and stuff. And like he was teaching Naruto and taught him the Rasengan and the transformation. Not transformation. I forgot what they said. Matter of fact, that wasn't even them. That was Choji. But yeah, they basically just getting more information about Naruto, more information about Jiraiya, just getting closer and closer and closer. And I actually thought they were gonna get to read the book. I'm not gonna lie. It's don't get me wrong, I don't feel like it's bad that they didn't, but so basically they come up short. Basically, they don't get their hands on a book. I think Boruto goes home and he's like plotting on his next move to figure out what he's like trying to figure out what he's gonna do next to try to get his hands on a book. Because it was just really funny, all these little instances they've had. This was a really good episode, man. Like nothing happened. It wasn't really action packed or anything like that, but it was a nice slice of life episode, and it touched up on a lot of the backstory of Naruto and gave a deeper insight to the new people who are watching now, and I think that's really cool. Um, but anyway, he has this moment where he's in his house and he thinks like, "Oh, my father is his student, right?" And he looks at this guy like Jiraiya, like it's his father, right? Like a father figure. Wouldn't he have the book somewhere? And they got him in there tied up in a bag and like all hid up on these bookshelves and stuff. And he's like this close to reading it, and Hinata walks in like, "You're too young for this," and stops him right in the middle of what he's doing. And it's just like, I don't know, it was a really hilarious episode. Um, one of the better episodes, one of the better slice of life episodes. I think this was like really cool. It was like, don't get me wrong, I didn't really have a problem with the Himawari and the Shikaku thing, but it's like I kind of like this a lot better. Even though it was cool to get to see Himawari use her Byakugan and show off a little bit, but anyway, I'm probably in it right here. This is my Boruto episode 127 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Please like and subscribe.